Good day. Thank you for joining the Midday News on BCOS television. I am a retired naval captain, a serving police inspector, and 3 others. It's a recalled that Nigerian security agencies concluded investigations into an alleged coup plot to violently overthrow President Bola Tinubu's administration. There were reportedly 40 suspects identified in connection with the alleged conspiracy. 17 military officers were arrested for direct participation, 2 civilians for reconnaissance, 2 for being recruited to incite civil disobedience to justify the coup, and 5 others in connection with funding channels. Controversy continues to trail allegations by the World Bank suggesting that a significant portion of Nigeria's revenue may be lost through deductions and leakages within the public finance system. Staff reporter Gbemisola Adebayo examines the development and its implication on the nation's economy. According to the Nigeria Development Update released in April 2026 by the World Bank, concerns have been raised over substantial revenue leakages in Nigeria's fiscal framework. The report alleges that about 34.53 trillion naira, representing roughly 41% of total Federation's revenue, was not remitted to the Federation's accounts between 2023 and 2025. The report further indicates that, although gross revenues recorded notable increases within the period, extensive deductions at source and what it describes as a complex fiscal structure significantly reduced the funds ultimately shared among the 3 tiers of government. These revelations have sparked widespread reactions among Nigerians, many of whom view the figures as indicative of deep-rooted inefficiencies and possible mismanagement of public funds that could otherwise be channeled towards critical national development. However, the federal government has dismissed the claims, describing them as a misinterpretation of Nigeria's public finance architecture. Authorities insist that the deductions, often perceived as leakages, are legitimate and form part of established fiscal operations coordinated by the Federation Account Allocation Committee. According to government officials, such deductions include statutory transfers, cost of collection charges, security-related expenditures, and approved refunds to government agencies, all of which are captured within existing legal and administrative frameworks. A financial expert, Mr. Tunji Adepeju, also weighed in, noting that recent policy reforms, including Executive Order 9, have strengthened accountability mechanisms and curtailed many of the leakages previously associated with the system.
In recent times, with the Executive Order 9, the federal government and the president are now directed that whatever you generated, put it in the account. Whatever you now think you have spent, bring it up. We'll all discuss it and agree. So that is the way it is. So whoever is commenting on leakages, that must have been Revenue Service. These are the reforms that have been taking place in the last probably 1 or 2 years, which we should commend and not be living in the past when things were done wrongly.
On the other hand, Labour leader and agricultural economist Comrade Emmanuel Ogundiran expressed concern that certain revenues may still remain undeclared or retained outside official channels, thereby limiting the full financial capacity available for national development.
There are retentions that are supposed to be declared that were not declared. It is only what was declared that will go to the NRS. But IMF was now saying those retentions are high, that more money was coming in. And the more the money, the more the retention. Like collection fee. That collection fee is a percentage of, I think, 4% of whatever was collected. Now look at 4% of 1 billion and 4% of 1 trillion. So
As the debate continues, the issue underscores the urgent need for greater transparency, stronger institutional oversight, and improved public understanding of Nigeria's fiscal processes. Bemsola Adebayo, BCOS News. The Southwest Zonal Executive Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has dismissed speculation of an impeachment plot against Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, describing the claims as baseless and a calculated attempt to create political tension. This position was contained in a communique issued at the end of the committee's meeting held at the PDP Southwest Secretariat, Soji Adagudo House, Old Ife Road, Ibadan. Details are presented by the Governor's Office correspondent, Olalekan Sulaiman.
Presenting the communique, the Zonal Publicity Secretary, Southwest Zonal Executive Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Chief Sanya Atofarati, condemned remarks made by former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose, describing them as reckless, divisive, and capable of inciting tension, particularly through what he termed the politicization of traditional institutions. The committee commended Governor Seyi Makinde for his consistent efforts in strengthening multi-party democracy, noting that his administration has continued to demonstrate stability, focus, and commitment to delivering democratic dividends to the people of Oyo State.
PDP is our party, and whatever happens, like I have said to you, this is family, a very big family. So PDP remain, and we are not considering any alternative platform. Not at all. This is PDP. But we are optimistic that we'll get judgment, favorable, positive judgment at the Supreme Court. I will tell you that the APC is doing everything possible to ensure that the PDP does not have candidates. I am putting this challenge to Tinubu, issue exonerate Amukito from partisan politics. And Amukito in himself should save Nigerians of the neutrality picture that he is trying to paint. So what is important here is that
it called on citizens to remain calm, vigilant, and united while rejecting attempts by political actors to foment crises for personal gain. The zonal body further pledged its support for the party's National Working Committee, NWC, reiterating its commitment to unity, discipline, and cohesion within the party.
we also commend His Excellency for his dogged and consistent effort in sustaining and strengthening multi-party democracy in Nigeria. The rumored impeachment plot against the governor is baseless, contrived, and should be disregarded in its entirety. By well-meaning Nigerians, it is nothing more than a calculated attempt to create unnecessary political tension in the state.
The party appreciated Nigerians for their resilience and continued support, assuring them of its dedication to responsible leadership and improved governance. Olalekan Sulaiman, BCOS News.
The chairman of SIP Holding Company Limited, Pastor Dr. Olatunde Oladokun, has been appointed as the national patron of Nigeria Praise. The ceremony was held at the Yakubu Gowon Center, Abuja. The certificate of appointment was presented to Pastor Oladokun by former Nigerian head of state, General Yakubu Gowon. The ceremony was graced by several dignitaries, including his wife, Bukola Sonya Olatunde, and the operations manager, Northern Division, Mr. Adeoye Michael, alongside Nigeria Praise North Central coordinators. The appointment recognizes his contributions to national development, spiritual leadership, and community service. It also affirms SIP Holding Company's growing influence across Nigeria's corporate and faith-based landscape. You can watch us on GoTV channel 134 and channel 113 on Star Times. And now, before I go, security is everybody's business. If you see something, say something. That ends the midday news. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.
I can't believe you are gone. Oh, I was shocked and sad when I heard the news. Oh no, I can't believe you are gone. Oh, I'll fẹ́ kó lọ. A ò fẹ́ kó lọ.
wọ̀kú lọ́rọ̀rùn pẹ̀sẹ̀ láti kéde nílé akéde tọ̀yọ́ ni ó nílò kó ṣe mọ́ dára rẹ̀ láàmú sọpọ̀ òun wọkọ̀ bọ̀ wá sílé akéde lóríta Basọ̀run nílùú Ìbàdàn mọ́ pàápàá jùlọ láti ṣe ìkéde yẹn polówó ọjà yẹn tàbí fi ń tọ́tọ́ tó sì yẹ tó àwọn aráàlú létí bóyá nípa àpàdé nípa àsọjí àbí nǹkan kan àbómi ìtẹ́bálẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe ẹ torí agbègbè àgbáyé kẹ́ẹ̀nà tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe hàn wá 09158703300 lórí agbègbè kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ WhatsApp nọ́mbà yìí kan náà mọ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀rùn pẹ̀sẹ̀ stress-free courtesy BCOS. You don't have to stress yourself coming down to Ile Akede Orita Basọ̀run Ibadan again to make that announcement or place that advert. Book online, personal paid announcements, obituaries, or in memoriam, annual conventions, workshops, crusades, social diaries, inter-house sport competitions, musical shows or concerts, and other promotions. Very simple. Go online to book for transmission on BCOS radio channels or BCOS TV, or simply call 091 5870 3300 or WhatsApp on the same number 091 5870 3300. BCOS, a media giant in a class of its own.
ẹ káàsán àsìkò iṣẹ́ látàárọ̀ ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí làmú wá fún yín Adémọ́lá Balógun lórúkọ tèmi. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti fojú àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n gbìmọ̀ pọ̀ láti dìde gbàjọba lọ́wọ́ ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu ba ilé ẹjọ́ lórí ẹ̀sùn 13 ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Lára àwọn afurasí ọ̀hún láti rí ọ̀gágun fẹ̀yìntì kan nílé iṣẹ́ ọmọ ológun nílẹ̀ yìí, ọ̀gágun kan tó náà jẹ́ ọ̀gágun fẹ̀yìntì nílé iṣẹ́ ọmọ ológun ní orí omi pẹ̀lú ìǹspẹ́tọ̀ ọlọ́pàá kan èyí tó sì wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ àti àwọn mẹ́ta mìíràn. A rántí pé àjọ aláàbò nílẹ̀ yìí ni wọ́n ti parí ìwádìí lórí ẹ̀sùn ìgbésẹ̀ ìdìtẹ̀gbà ìjọba èyí tí wọ́n ti ń gbìyànjú láti yẹ àgámọ́ ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu nídìí. Àwọn afurasí 40 ọ̀hún ni wọ́n tọ́ka sí pé wọ́n lọ́wọ́ nínú ìgbésẹ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ pọ̀